Hello, my name is Yerson Lonel, and this is Latin America. This video will be focusing on Key Concept 2.1, the development and codification of religious and cultural traditions and how it influenced many aspects in Latin America. In Latin America and Mesoamerica, religion was a very big part of civilizations in where it influenced many different political and cultural aspects as well as social structures. Religion was mostly shown in three civilizations: the Mayans, Incas, and Aztecs. Starting with the Mayans, they were polytheistic and their gods were represented through aspects of nature. For example, the sun god, the maize god, and Ixchel, the goddess of rainbows. They believed that virtually everything was sacred and established the creation and sanctity of humans, the earth, and other sacred things. Because of their religious beliefs, they established spiritual rituals including bloodletting, human sacrifice, and marriages within the same social class. As a result, religious structures were constructed and were used for these rituals. This also affected social structures in where people such as priests that were very in touch with the religion were normally at a high social standing. Moving on, the Mayans were also polytheistic and they worshipped one very important god named Inti and other gods relating to nature. They worshipped these gods with the construction of temples and where they prayed and made offerings. Incas also made offerings to deceased ancestors by reopening tombs. These offerings were in the form of valuable goods and foods. They would sometimes even build channels that permitted the pouring of liberations into the grave without otherwise disturbing it. The Incas would also go as far as to build statues in order to worship important individuals that passed away. Traditions like mummification also developed due to religious beliefs. Mummification is when a deceased body is preserved. In this case, the Incas preserved the body by using the process of desiccation and alcohol, and they would then wrap the body in textiles and bound it with cords. The Incan religion was also an important tool for the ruling elite to legitimize both their own privileged position within Incan society and to spread the general belief of Incan superiority over the subjects of their vast empire. And finally, the Aztecs. They were also polytheistic in their religion and they had an ever-expanding group of gods and goddesses. Their religion had elements of human sacrifice that were incorporated into a large number of religious festivals, which were held accordingly to the patterns of the Aztec calendar. The Aztec cosmology consisted of the world divided into 13 heavens and 9 earthly layers of netherworlds. In these netherworlds, each level was associated with a specific set of deities and astronomical objects. Examples of celestial entities were the sun, the moon, and the planet Venus. All these entities bared a different symbolic and religious meaning, which were also associated with deities and geographical places. Many of the Aztec deities were worshipped by past Mesoamerican civilizations. Some examples would include Tlaloc, the god of rain, Quetzalcoatl, the god of wind and wisdom, and Tezcatlipoca, the god of destiny and fortune. Religion also played a part in the social structures in Aztec society, in where the type of priest would affect the social class that the individual would be put into. For example, a high-level priest would be put into the noble class, in where they would follow strict regimen, and failure to complete this regimen would lead to fatal punishments. And that's the end of the first video.